Riot. Oh my god, don't talk about Riri and Iron Maiden, man. That Iron Maiden, I mean Iron Man. Yo, I don't like that. I don't like how they did that character, man. Like Riri, like first of all, her name is Riri, like retarded, you know, like it's like why would you name her that? You couldn't name her like something nice like Delilah or like Christina or something, you know, like give her a normal name. Why you gotta give her fucking Riri? Like, come on, like how many people name their child Riri? Like, that's such a stupid fucking name. That shit pissed me off. And then they gave her a fucking afro. Okay, yeah, all black people have fucking afros. Oh, and don't forget the hoop earrings too. It's like there's more to a character than that. Just like that shit was just pandering, man. You could have made a simple girl. Like I'm not against like there being black characters. I welcome it, but listen, don't come here and then pander and make something stupid, some stupid shit like that. If you're gonna make a character, actually sit down and think about how you're gonna make this character, you know? Don't just like throw a whole bunch of shit on it and just say, oh yeah, we made a black female character, she's strong and powerful. And it's like, you know, she just looks like a fucking stereotype. She got hoop earrings. She's supposed to be 15 years old and she has hoop earrings. And she has like a body of someone who's 18. Like, why would you make something like that? Do you honestly think that's something you want to bring for like little black girls who want to like you know? I'm not saying like, listen, I don't really fucking care about the skin color of the character, you know? I don't really care, you know? That shit don't really bother me, you know? I don't really care for that, but you know, there are people who care about stuff like that, you know? And you know, there's people who probably only watch me because I'm black, you know? And it's like, I don't want people only watching me because I'm black, but there's people who are gonna be into that, you know? I can't stop what people want or like, you know? I'm just here to like entertain. But, you know, if you're gonna make a character like that, like you gotta make that character a little bit better. I don't mind you making a character, any color skin character. I don't mind you making a character for people like that, but at least try, you know? Like, do you like when I see shit like that, that means that person does not hang around black people. Like, they don't know shit about black people. Like, why would you do something like that? Like hoop earrings, a big fucking afro, and a body of like an 18-year-old. She does not look like she's 15, you know? A better example of a better black character. I mean, I don't really read the comic, but I think it's some little girl and she has like this big fucking dinosaur or some shit. I think it's Moon something. It has Moon in it. But I like that design, you know. I don't really care for the story. But the design is nice. And it's like, yes, I'm talking about the design, but the story has to be good. They don't make these characters feel human. And it's like, they, like, every time there's some new black super fucking hero or some shit, the character is always like OP. Like, they don't have any faults. They're like a Gary Sue. They don't have any problems. They're just there. They're just so vanilla. They're so perfect. It's like, I'm not here to like read about someone who's perfect. You know, I came to read a comic because I have problems and I want to see my superhero or whatever go through these problems. And if you're making these characters so fucking cookie cutter, it's like, you know, you're pandering, but it's like there's no story, there's no soul to it. There's a reason why people like Spawn. There's a reason why people like Blade. There's a reason why people like, you know, all these other black characters. They have a soul to them. And it's like, if you're gonna like start pandering to people outside of the comic books, then you gotta like make it so they're actually a person, not like some stupid shit. Yeah, green. Like that Green Lantern, I forgot his name. That black guy who's Green Lantern. He's pretty cool. Like he's mad dope, you know? Vixen is a good character. There's like some good ones. Like, you know, they have like character to them for what I've seen for the most part. I'm not saying don't make black characters, but you know, make them like a regular fucking person. You know, like I'm a person. Shit. It's like, it's no soul, man. Shit like that pisses me off. And I don't really talk about it that often, because every time I talk about it, somebody gets fucking upset. Like, oh, how could you say that? You know, they're trying. And it's just like, yeah, they're trying, but they ain't trying hard enough, man. Like, make some better fucking, like, if they want to make these POC characters, make them fucking better. Like, don't make them so bad. That's why these comics ain't selling, because, like, these characters suck. They're so Gary Sue and Mary Sue. It's just like, who wants to read that? People don't come to read comics because they're Gary Sues and shit. They have problems. That's the reason why, you know? It's like, I feel like
No.
shit is like the worst thing ever. And then these people sit here and tell you that, oh yeah, we made these characters for you. You know, we made all these black characters. We made all these female characters, and they fucking suck. They suck. And then the comic book fans, they make fun of it because it's like, it's stupid, you know? And it's like, sure, you're making these comic books for these newer audience, but how you know they're gonna fucking stay? How you gonna know they're gonna stay? You're putting all this money into it, and then they don't even stay. They get what they want, and then they leave. You know? And then then you gotta come back to like the actual fans, and then the fans are like, you know, fuck you. I don't want to read this shit no more because you're pandering to everybody. It's like, I don't want to read it anymore. You know? I don't care about Captain America. I don't care about Wolverine anymore because you changed the character. You changed the character. Who wants to read that anymore? Then it's like they come right back to where they fucking start. Instead of them trying to make good characters and trying to make it, I'm not saying they shouldn't make the game easier or like the comic book better so everyone can understand it and understand the philosophy in it. I'm not saying that they shouldn't change that to make it easier. I'm saying that you shouldn't be changing it to where it's not what it is. It should be the same thing, but maybe a little bit easier for people to understand. But it should still be the same damn game or same damn comic book, you know? That shit does piss me. Like, that shit like that pisses me off. And I don't like talking about it because I talk to my boyfriend, he don't want to hear it. He don't want to hear it. So, like, you know, I just keep it to myself. But I was like, you know what, this is my stream and I want to talk about it. But, I mean, I don't want anybody to feel offended either, you know? These are still my opinions, and I should be able to hold my opinions. And, you know, with that being said, I respect everyone's opinion, but don't come in here and like think, you know, you should be able to like tell everybody what they should think, because not everyone's the same. That's how if everyone's the same, then we don't really prosper as a fucking species, you know? If everyone's like the same, like we don't really make any changes. No one should be the same person. Everyone should be able to like talk about shit and not get hit, you know? It's like, why can't we can't talk about stuff anymore. It's like, oh, it's too sensitive, we can't talk about it anymore. But if you don't talk about it, how are you gonna learn? Like, how are you gonna learn to defend yourself? If you don't talk about like rape and all this other shit, how are you gonna learn to defend yourself? You're just gonna stand there and just like let the person like take advantage of you? Or you learn about it and then you learn about how these people act and you avoid it, and that's how you survive. Why is that so hard? Nobody wants to survive. Everybody wants to just die. Everybody just wants an easy life. Nobody wants to like think about the horrible parts in life. And that's what makes us human. Like all of that shit. Like I like listening to true scary stories because it keeps me on my toes, you know? I don't, you know, it makes me not trust everyone. You know, you shouldn't be too trustworthy, you know? You shouldn't open yourself up to everyone. I mean, there are nice people out there, but there's also a lot of horrible people out there. And if you don't know, if you can't even see the signs of like someone who's trying to take advantage of you, then you're already dead, you know? They will take advantage of you. The more I learn about like human behavior and human psychology, I guess, whatever it's fucking called, I don't really know the name. But I can, like, you know, you come to a point where you can tell who's real and who's not, who's fake and who's real. And then once you learn that, you're safe because then you know who to avoid. If you know who to avoid, then you're safe. You know, you need to see the signs of a psychopath. You need to see the signs of someone who's mentally ill, who's like a lot of things. You know how many times, you know what I hated? You know what's the worst thing I hated about working in retail, man? This is the worst part about working in retail. The worst part about working in retail, you really see how people are just like, they're just there. They're just there. Like, they don't have any awareness. Like, they don't care about their surroundings. They don't care about the people who's around them. They only care about the people in their space. They only care about themselves. They don't really look around and see everything that's going around them. And once you don't see that shit, that's when people take advantage of you. You know how many times I'm just walking with my cart and I see the person. I see them, you know, but they're not looking. They're not looking. And I have a cart, right? Like, and I'm pushing the cart and I'm just keep pushing it. I want to see how long it's going to take for them to realize that they need to move to the side that I'm with a cart. And like, sometimes I have to be the one to stop because, you know, I don't want to get in trouble with my manager. So I don't want to hit them. But it's just like, when you see that, it's like people aren't aware. But I mean, like, there are people who are aware, but they're just being distracted at the time. But for the most part, people just go on living. They don't really like question life. They don't question life, and you should always be questioning life, man.